One of the things I love thinking about is interconnectedness. So, as we create our own healed, wonderful, rich inner worlds and make them wonderful, what happens next? We get to expand, we get to connect with others, we get to experience that life together, not just in ourselves. And often, usually, I would say maybe always, in order to experience that life for ourselves, we are also receiving some from the outside in order to make our inner life feel like a great place. So I wanted to take a few minutes and do kind of an illustrative version of this to give you an idea of some more options of thinking about our interconnectedness and collaboration and connectedness. I'm going to show you my sketch journal here. I'm going to go to a fresh page. So we're going to pretend that we are all dots and we are near each other. I'm digging rainbow colors, so we're all going to be rainbow colors. Hopefully the sound is satisfying to you and not annoying. All right. There are different options for how we can connect. We can connect across in different ways and connect with each other, with our own energy. We can connect through healing mechanisms like music, dance, grief, and laughter. And these types of medicines or connections are filled with life and give us life and help us connect in life. Then from that, we can expand in a way that feels good to us with the right amount of space in between us and the right amount of space in between what we're taking up and creating together, right? So we can create inwards and create a new dynamic shape and experience that even together again another time won't exactly be repeated. And along with what we've said about the pieces that connect us, what's happening inside is always going to be in a dance, in music, in this interconnected movement and flexibility. It is not rigid or static, but it is in a flow that feels enjoyable. Maybe this one even comes over here. You might end up with different shades or variations of colors. If they mix, part of my voice today is not so great. So you might end up with blue-green instead of just green. Different shade of green if you mix it with yellow, although these aren't really mixing. So interesting, we just get some transparency over the other color. All right, so this is somewhat predictable. Coming to the middle, sharing space. There's also the option of going outwards, right? So these can take up space going outwards. If they want to touch or not touch, they can touch at some points and not at others. Maybe this one wants to go a different way. Different style altogether. Maybe some want to be pretty predictable. And each time these people, these energies, these living beings, and ultimately kin, are together, when they're connected, they create something beautiful that each time is slightly different. Another way to think about this is if we want to create some more dots down here. Glue pink this time. Gray. Green. All right, so these dots have different choices about types of connection, right? They might want to connect with lines again. They might want to connect, excuse me, with stars or clouds or flowers. I'm doing this in fairly predictable things for the color of it. Don't throw you off too much. They may just want to be and not have to be anything or do anything. And the reason why these can feel good together is because of consent, consideration, curiosity, compassion. If you start bringing in things that are not filled with life and that distance us from each other and cause suspicion, that would be more like fear-mongering and fascism and cult-type belonging and certainty instead of clarity. Things that are attempts at meeting a need that is not filled with life and flexibility. As you can tell, these are have enough space to be themselves and be connected in really creative and life-filled ways. But if you were to have ones that were spewing, right, then you would want to back up or confront and get bigger and bigger, right? Or there might be suspicion. I don't know how to draw suspicion. And this part may or may not know that, probably does, and might feel ostracized or ashamed, right? These are very different ways of being, which are disconnecting instead of connecting. And connectedness is not enmeshment. It's being together with our own livelihood, our own sense of well-being, and creating well-being together, where we can all be our full selves and create something amazing together. I've just been thinking about that, thing that je ne sais quoi that you can feel, but I don't even know that I haven't found a name for it yet. If anyone knows a name for it, please let me know. Like that sense that you have at a concert of being some part of something larger than yourself, right? That this is a way to visualize that, and maybe think about what is that like as you are in the world and you're creating good inside and being present with that, and then how is that with others and in the world as you're caring for yourself and going about your life. I'd love to hear your thoughts about this. You can reach me at Catherine@cqcounseling.com. Thanks. I'll see you later.